Welcome. Thank you for joining me in part 2 of this video on money matters. Marriage is a relationship, divorce is a pain, and even though both husband and wife suffer in a divorce, the woman usually suffers more than the man. Can be a lot of trauma for both husband and wife, but more on the woman. So as I said, going through my book, Marriage is a Relationship, and we're going through the chapters. As I mentioned, we're going through every letter. Marriage is a relationship. So every letter stands for something. And today we are busy with the first one, which is M is for mother-in-law or money. I'm not focusing so much on the mother-in-law, more important on the money, because the majority of divorces occur because of money problems, not because of the mother-in-law. So although M stands for mother-in-law and M stands for money, in the last video we spoke about the problems caused by money, and today we'll speak about some of the solutions. So please join me. Tell me some of your comments. Tell me what are some of the things that cause problems in your marriage, or what were some of the things your boyfriend or your girlfriend told you and how that affected your marriage and how did that work out. So give me your thoughts and your suggestions. Keep on sending me your hearts, and that keeps me motivated. So let's get going on marriage is a relationship, divorce is a pain. So how to handle money in a marriage. This is part 2 of that first chapter, M under marriage. M is for money. The best way to handle such marriage stresses is with honest communication. Communication is the key to marriage. If you don't know how to communicate, your marriage is going to fall apart. Don't be shy to talk. Don't be scared to talk. Say, look, we need to talk about these things. And the other partner will say, I'm not interested in talking. Talk gently, talk kindly, look for an opportunity. Don't talk when the person is tired or after a party when people have got alcohol. Don't talk like that. Look for the right opportunity to talk. When the person is calm, relaxed, say, can we discuss this matter? And that person will say, stop nagging me. Say, no, I'm not nagging you. Let's just talk about it. It's important. So you must try and communicate. Communication is important. Honest communication of expectations, hopes, goals, and anxieties. Couples should also practice empathy. Understand what the next person is going through. The wife must understand what the husband is going through, the difficulties he's going through. To look for a job, to earn the money is not easy. But the husband must understand what the wife is going through. What she is going through is not easy. So try and put yourself in each other's shoes and have understanding and empathy and love and kindness and respect for each other, and talk to each other with good manners and kindness and respect. Everyone is suffering. The two of you are alone in that house, and the children are watching what's going on. Don't keep on fighting all the time. Discuss kindly, with gentleness. I know it's easier said than done. Sometimes we all raise our voices, or the neighbors are wondering what's going on. That's part of it. It's fine. I mean, we're not sheep. So sometimes it's fine. You let the stress out of your system. It's fine. After the stress is out of your system, after the roof has come down, you settle out quietly. You say, have you finished? Have you finished shouting? Or can we talk now? But look for the opportunity to talk, whatever that problem is. Communication can make a marriage or it can break a marriage. Couples should also practice empathy, have the maturity to check the egos. Marriage has got an ego, boasting and arrogance. No, I am not wrong. I am not. This is ego. So you must try and control your ego, and must abandon your desire for control. Some people are narcissistic. They just want to control the other person. If you have a narcissistic person in your relationship, that can be very, very toxic, because it affects your thinking, negative thoughts, toxic thoughts, control into that relationship, and it makes it very, very difficult. So the first thing is communicate. You and your partner need to be on the same page financially. We're talking about money matters, but communication applies to everything in marriage, okay? Whether it's problems in the bedroom, whether it's problems with money, whether it's problems with the children, whether it's problem with the neighbors, whether it's problem with what new car to buy, or what furniture to buy, or what new curtains to put in the house. Everything has got to do with communication. What food to eat, what restaurant to go to. If you want to go to a restaurant, can you afford it? Do you want to go to the movies? Can you afford it? So all of those things has to do with communication. Communicate, and more important, listen. God gave us one mouth but 2 ears. Then we must listen twice as much and must talk. But meanwhile, we talk too much. We talk all the time, but we must listen. Got 2 ears. You see, you've got 2 ears. That means you talk 50%, you listen 100%. Listen more than you talk. So you and your partner need to be on the same page financially. Talk openly about your preferences for handling money. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out if I can find that. Money, money, money. You know, we spoke about this about Eba. Money, money, money. It makes the world go round, or it can affect your marriage, right? So, communication. Communicate your goals for the future and any concerns you have about how you jointly are handling your income. And listen to what your partner has to say. Maybe once one partner likes to dine out 3 times a week. Maybe you go to a restaurant 3 times a week, but the other one worries that, you know what, we don't have money for it. Maybe the wife just wants to go out every second day, but the husband says, I don't have money for that. Or maybe the husband just wants to go out and the wife is saying, you know what, I'm working hard as a doctor or I'm working hard as a teacher, and you are just wasting the money. So that can cause problems. So negotiate. Instead of saying, let's go out 3 times a week, say, okay, we go out once a week. So you must negotiate. Don't say, no, but all my friends are going out to the restaurants. We must go. There's no such thing as must. If you don't have the money, you don't go out. If you got the money, look after it and always save money for a rainy day. You don't know when that storm is going to strike. Please. Or a husband keeps dialing back the thermostat. Maybe the husband is worried, now the aircon is on, he offs the aircon. Or the geyser is on, he offs it because he's worried about money. He hasn't got money to pay the prepaid electricity, or he hasn't got money to pay the light and water because it's difficult. He hasn't got money to pay for the petrol. So instead of fighting about it, try and understand what the husband is going through. He's trying to earn the money, but he says, I don't have money to pay for the light and water. So let's try and save the water. Don't keep the tap open running like that, because if the tap is running open, it's costing money. Don't just throw water into the garden with a hose pipe. It's costing money. And this country, we're in a drought. So don't waste water. And if the lights are on, switch off the lights. It's costing money. Everything is costing money. So wherever we can save, so the wife must understand and the husband must understand and the children must understand that to leave the lights on, it's not free. It costs money. So off the lights, save water, whatever you can do. Try and save, instead of going 10 times out with a car, make a list, go out once a day with a car. Do all your errands one time. Instead of going on 10 trips, you're affecting the maintenance of your car. You're wasting petrol. It all requires common sense, discussion, open communication. Set financial goals. Where do you want to go? A couple should come to an agreement on what their long-term goals are and how they'll get there. You must have long-term goals, okay? Much of the discussion should involve financial matters. Whether your priorities include having children, buying a house, saving towards a comfortable retirement, they need to be planned. You must deal with your debt. That's point number 4, deal with debt. For many couples, dealing with debt is the first issue on the agenda. Knowing what you're about to get yourself into can help you decide how to deal with it. Do you really need the new TV? Do you really need the new furniture? Do you really need the new car? Do you really need the new cell phone? Do you really need the new computer? Always decide, are you putting yourself into a risk with a debt? Remember, credit card, you got to pay it back. Credit card is not your grandfather. It's not Santa Claus giving you money. Okay, credit card, you got to pay it back. You know, we all wish we had Santa Clauses in our life, okay? Given this fact, both partners should have an honest, non-judgmental discussion around the time when the relationship looks like it's becoming serious about the debts they would bring into a marriage. Each needs to come clean. Tell your husband beforehand if you're owing people money before you get married. And the husband must tell the wife while they're engaged, I'm owing so much this money, I got gambling debts, I got this debts, I got this debt. So everyone knows what's going on. Don't fool the people before you get married. Each needs to come clean about any bad spending or financial habits that the other should know about. Tell the partner before you get married, look, I've got these problems, okay? Maybe I'm a compulsive shopper. Some women are just compulsive shoppers. They just want to shop all the time. Let the partner know. Or any personal or family issues that could affect future spending. Couples should also perform a full accounting of debts and talk about it. Point number 6, check your ego. There's another solution how to solve it. Check your ego. Control your ego. Don't have an ego problem. Don't be a narcissist. Take this narcissistic behavior out. The power play issue can get ugly quickly. Few things build resentment faster than being made to feel inferior. Don't make your partner feel inferior. Never make a man feel small. Don't make him feel, impotent. Don't make him feel so small and humiliated. Similarly, the man must not make the wife feel small and humiliated. That's where gender-based violence comes in. There's physical violence, but there's verbal violence. Verbal violence is more worse than physical violence. Don't make a person feel inferior and insulting that person all the time. Few things build resentment faster than being made to feel inferior. This is all about ego. I'm better than you. I'm a narcissist. That type of thing. Arrogance, ego. If you've got more cash, you need to be sensitive about how you present spending decisions. If you don't have the money, you need to be prepared for stress and tension, even in good marriages. Studies have shown that people with more power are more likely to act selfishly, impulsively, and aggressively, and approach others with less empathy. They don't care about the feelings of other people. Each partner in a marriage should ask themselves whether their behavior works towards a goal of a more kind, appreciative relationship or not. Point number 7, pass along good habits. If children are in your future, start teaching them about money when they are young. Prepare them for a financially responsible future. Teach your children from young. Off the lights, don't waste water, don't throw extra food away. Teach them about simple spending habits. Don't just throw things away. If you can use that thing, you can rather use it. Don't just think that money comes from the trees. Money doesn't fall from the sky. Point number 8, the upside of getting it right. Keep in mind that what is financial infidelity? There's 2 types of infidelity. One is cheating, like your husband goes with another woman, that's infidelity. Or the wife goes with another man, that's infidelity, that's cheating, that's adultery. But there's a financial infidelity. That means you go behind your partner's back and you're doing financial deals where the partner doesn't know. This is known as financial infidelity. There are ways to cheat on your partner that don't involve having an affair. Acts of financial infidelity may include opening a separate bank account. It is a secret that a partner is unaware of. It may be hiding debts that no one knows about, or an expensive bad habit. Maybe you're gambling, you're just throwing money away, or you got a drug addiction, but money is just going away. It may be squirreling away a secret stash of cash. All these behaviors affect the trust and confidence in that relationship. It affects the trust. Your partner cannot trust you after that. Or it means that someone is hiding a very bad or ugly secret. The bottom line is, good and sometimes painful honest communication before and after the marriage can dull the blow of bad finance. So communication is the key. If you're thinking about entering into what you hope is a lifelong relationship, you and your partner owe each other to communicate. Communicate and communicate. Lack of communication is a source of many marital issues, like many health problems, financial anxieties. If you're not going to address them, you can't sweep it under the table. They don't go away, they grow. They don't go, they grow. Okay, it makes it much more difficult. So the best way to ensure you and your spouse are on the same page with your joint finances is to talk about it. So thank you for joining me in this. We're talking about money. I spent a bit of time because money is a major source of many problems in marriage and a cause of many divorces. So thank you for joining me in this book. Marriage is a relationship and divorce is a pain. Look after yourself. Subscribe. Thank you for, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Share it with other people who are undergoing divorce or going through difficulties in their marriage, especially for young couples who are contemplating marriage. Let's try and make our marriages more harmony. Let's build bridges instead of building up walls. Stay well, look after, and join me in the next session where we'll be talking, where we started with A, then we will be going, today we started with M, then we will be going to A, then R. So every letter here is a letter of the chapter in the book. So there's 28 letters here and there'll be 28 chapters. Stay well, look after yourself.